when generating the plant schedule using the tool on the GCAP Plus drop menu to draw the standard schedule has been done here, you may find that the text is cluttered. The reason for that, if I go to the Edit Plant List and we scroll down here to strawberry, it's you may be able to see if I extend this column across strawberry, Cambridge, favourite, Fragaria, Anassa, Ananassa. It's a very long piece of text, and that's what is causing the degree of difficulty here. It's relatively easily fixed by saying I'm going to draw a brand new standard schedule. Our text height's 500. We hit enter, and for the corner point, just draw a much wider schedule. And with a bit of luck, when it's drawn, the text now goes in and the layout looks reasonable. We've also been asked the question, can you change the justification of text in the block? So let's edit the block and jump in, and if we select this piece of text which has just gone in, its alignment is center. So if you wanted to, you could change that to left bottom. Clearly doesn't work terribly well. We just want to, we'll try left top. Still doesn't work. You're still going to have to move things around. So I think the best approach to this is to dive back into your plant list, come down here, and I think the best approach would be to make this Cambridge favourite, strawberry, and remove the text there in the common name. I don't think you'd want to have that big mouthful all the time. So we'll save it. And now close it. We can run it again. That won't update properly for that symbol until we close the block editor, jump in here where that strawberry is. Notice that it's not updated. The common name is still the long one here. So we need to remove species data from that one. That's done. Grab it again and set species data to the entry and re-establish it. Okay. And we're done. When we click this one now, that should reflect the update. And now we come back over here and redraw it. We shouldn't need to go as wide. So GCAP Plus, plant schedule, draw it. We'll see if we can reduce the width somewhat. And that works much, much better. So there's a little bit of fiddling around and playing around, and the question was asked, can I change the justification in this column? The answer, yes, you can, but it's going to be difficult. So I hope that helps overcome the latest problem that this designer has had. Well, another approach that might well help lay out the plant schedule a little better is to go to Format and Text Styles and set up with a different font and make it current. So Arial Narrow, with a tick alongside it there, is the current font. So when we draw the new schedule, the font will be that particular one. So let's GCAD Plus draw the standard schedule and reduce the text type. Let's make it 250 rather than 500. And we'll click about here. Whoops. Pay attention to the prompts. Hit enter and then draw the table like so. And if I zoom in here, even though the text here is relatively long, it sits nicely in the row of the plant schedule. So I'm very happy with that approach. So it's a matter of experimenting just a little, but a text height font of 500 in this particular example is not a sensible height to use. If we now want to display it on our layout, let's go to the rear garden. We have some space for it here. So we right click on that tab, add a viewport here. I'm in the habit of making the new one just sit over here away from the floating viewport. See, I have a floating viewport holding the design, 2 more floating viewports for some detail. Now we want to put the plant schedule in here. Notice that the color of these floating viewports is white. So if we double click in here, we have the opportunity now to set and display on the layout. That's looking much better. So let's double click again and just adjust our view like so, and then right click and display that on the layout to get rid of that little area with the dotted line. We just do that, and finally change the color to match the others, which was white on a white background.